So in my mind, that's what I'm thinking, is they're going to apply some kind of wax or polish to the card to get rid of the minor surface scratches. I think if they offered it, honestly, because of the monetary gain for going up a couple points in grading is so vast and so different, I think I would probably use it, especially for cards I'm selling.
Don't be dumb.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Looks like we have some clarification on this whole PSA potential add-on service of cleaning cards. If you didn't see my last video, you don't have to check it out. Really briefly just discuss what was that was about. PSA put out a survey for potential add-on services to customers to gauge their interest and see if they would likely use the service if it was offered in the future. A big one that was of particular interest to me was the card cleaning service, because of the way it was described in their description. It said that the card would be cleaned to remove smudges, fingerprints, dirt, and then it also said they were going to have a light buffing service that would remove light scratches. Now, what that entailed specifically, if they were going to add chemicals or wax or anything to the card, didn't really you get too specific about that. But I just thought it was interesting, considering the stance that PSA has had on card altering and stuff like that, saying that they strongly are against it and will not grade cards if they find out your card has been altered or polished or whatever. There's some discrepancies in how people define those terms, so it's a little bit up for debate in what that all entails. But anyways, Ryan Hodge, the PSA president of PSA, came out and he realized that a lot of people were talking about that. He saw a lot of people online wondering, is this going to happen? Why would PSA offer this service, considering their stance on this in the past and how they've addressed it? And he kind of clarified some things for us on his Twitter post. He said that, just to be clear, that this is a cleaning service. He actually, I think, said it's a wipe down service. We're not going to be altering the card or doing anything to restore it in that sense. And then Neo Cards and Collectibles, who also made a video about this, said, so what is it pretty much? What does a cleaning service mean? You're not going to add wax or anything to the card? And then he replied with, no juice, no wax. So that seems pretty clear to me, that they're not going to add anything to the card when they do this. I don't know why they would, add the terminology in the description of a light buffing service or a, removing light scratches, because I'm not sure how that would be done without any of that added. I don't know how you buff something out or polish something out without wax. Maybe they know of a way, maybe they have some secrets, I'm not sure. But just wanted to really quickly give you guys that update, just to make sure that everything, everybody is aware of what's going on. So it doesn't seem like they're going to be doing that. I'm kind of happy that's not the way they're going, because it was a little bit, disappointing to me, I guess, is, for lack of better words. It was disappointing that they were going to actually, or not actually, potentially go that route. I wasn't on board for it. I did say in my last video, if they did offer it, I probably would do it for cards that I sell, just because of the monetary gain from having a card that's a grade or two higher. But I'm really glad that this isn't the case. Really quickly, additionally, they did mention that the idea behind offering this service was because of their partnership with eBay and the new service that where you could buy raw cards on eBay and then have them sent directly from the seller once you purchase them to PSA for grading, which in that sense would make a whole lot of sense. You don't get the chance to look at the card after you receive it. If you're just sending it to PSA directly, you don't know if there's fingerprints, smudges, and dirt on the card that needed to be wiped down or removed. So having that as a potential option for consumers that are going to use that service on eBay is really smart, in my opinion. I think a lot of people will actually use that service probably, and maybe not actually too, because I think as a good seller on eBay, at least this is what I would do, is I would actually put in my description or my bio or somewhere on my profile, I would advertise to people the fact that I wipe down cards before I list them on eBay, or before I send them to PSA, should they choose that option. I give the cards, a quick wipe down to remove any of that. I think that would be a competitive advantage that some people on eBay, sellers on eBay, could have if they kind of advertise that and made it well known to their consumer base or their buyers that this is something they already do to save them that $2.99. Maybe they could tack on $1 on the end to, compete with PSA and make an extra, buck. And it takes 20 seconds, 10 seconds to wipe down a card. Unless you're buying something, crazy old that has a lot of dirt and stuff on it, maybe then it would be worth it. It really just depends, I guess, on how extensive this cleaning process PSA is doing. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.